Support for this podcast comes from the law firm of Davis Malm. Whether you're a developer, property owner, manager, or commercial tenant, their real estate attorneys know the lay of the land, not just the law. Learn more at davismalm.com.
WBUR Podcasts, Boston.
I'm Daryl C. Murphy, and you're listening to The Comment. Arielle Gray, WBUR Reporter.
What's up, Daryl?
Welcome back.
What's up? It's been a minute.
Yeah, we got a good one today.
Yes, we do.
But, Ari, I want to ask you a question. If you were to put together a music festival, who would be three of your headliners?
Alive or dead?
Alive or dead?
That makes it harder. So I'm definitely going to go with Whitney Houston. I'm a big fan of Marvin Gaye. But then I feel like we need somebody like contemporary who can like tie it all together. So maybe
Taylor Swift. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God. You just made me really mad. No, you know what? No, because I don't want the Swifties coming after me. Like, if you like Taylor Swift, you know, she's got her merits, all right?
Yeah.
But I was going to say somebody
merits.
like Solange.
Okay, I would pay money for this. I also want to know what order you're thinking, but that's another show. Ari, I asked you that because there is a real music festival happening this weekend in Boston at Franklin Park.
Yes.
At Playstead Field. And this is an all-around celebration of Black art and Black community, Black culture in Boston.
Yeah.
And it is called the Boston Art and Music Soul Festival,
Yes.
also known as
BAMS Fest.
That's a solid name. I love that name. So, Ari, paint a picture for us, because you've been to BAMS Fest before, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. First off, I'll say that, you know, attending BAMS Fest in the past and to see it blossom into kind of like this massive festival, this 3-day festival, going from a 1-day festival, you know, it's been really great to see. And it just kind of reminds you of what's possible here in Boston. So, you know, there was a conference yesterday at the Berklee College of Music that BAMS Fest put on. Then on Friday, there is a women's brunch honoring some local and also national women. And then a Friday performance at Franklin Park. And then, of course, there's the big day, Saturday, which is the actual festival.
And Grandmaster Flash is closing it out, right?
Grandmaster, cut faster. Grandmaster.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash is closing it out. Terry Lynn Carrington will be, I think, is one of the headliners. And there are also a ton of local acts happening. There's food. There's a ton of food trucks. There is a vendor market curated by Black-owned Boston. There's a dance pavilion. There's a zone for kids. Also a lot of partnering organizations involved as well.
Well, tell me this, Ari. It's happening in Franklin Park. Is that purely because of the space, or is there a deeper significance to that location?
Yeah, you know, I think Franklin Park is such a central space for Black and brown people here in Boston. Like, it's where people go on the weekend to have grill out or to bring their kids to the playground. And so I think it really makes sense in that way to have it at Franklin Park. But beyond that, it does have this history as being the site of the Elma Lewis Playhouse in the park, and it still runs today. It's a prominent open-air art space that centers Black culture, Black expression. And if you don't know who Elma Lewis is, please look her up. She is a local legend, arts educator, and activist who really just kind of laid an incredible arts landscape that helped fruit a lot of what you see today in the Black and brown communities around Boston.
Bet. Now, Ari, this is a celebration of Black culture in Boston. And I wonder what kind of challenges the founder, Catherine Morris,
Mhm.
I wonder what kind of challenges has she faced in putting this festival together and keeping it going?
One of the most interesting things that she has to say about BAMS Fest is that it's not just a festival, it's a movement. And actually, let's throw to Catherine talking a little bit about what BAMS Fest is first.
We're more than a festival. We do a lot more than what people think. Everything from challenging our city government around the permitting process, how Boston police are involved in the permitting process. There's a lot of us giving our lives to the work so that future curators and producers and organizations don't have to go through what we are experiencing right now as an organization.
So what is she experiencing exactly?
I think one of the main things that we talked about during our interview was that because the center does include hip hop, that there has been a certain level of heightened difficulty in dealing with law enforcement and things like insurance companies. And better yet, let's have Catherine kind of say it in her own words what they're dealing with right now.
What we've experienced over the years is that because we include, not center, because we include hip hop, insurance companies won't cover me. Okay. That's a thing. There's a level of tension or trepidation with law enforcement about potential gang affiliation or the draw of that particular artist causing mischief. And I'm like, they're a local artist. Getting reprimanded for that, paying a higher premium for that because of assumptions without actually understanding hip hop culture. It's something we have to deal with every single year.
Mm. That's interesting because, when I think of hip hop today, I don't think of it as something that is solely Black, right? Multiple cultures played a part in creating hip hop. But for what it is now, it's something that everybody enjoys.
Right.
Black, white, Latino,
Right.
whatever. Like this worry of there being some sort of violence or anything like that. First, let me ask you, has there ever been any incidents at BAMS Fest for these people to feel this way?
No, of course not.
I guess my question is is it about hip hop or, is hip hop the excuse because somebody wants to be racist?
My colleague Amelia Mason did a amazing piece kind of delving into that a couple of years ago. And it asked the question, is Boston hostile to hip hop? And she spoke with a number of DJs, events, coordinators, artists, and all of them faced heightened difficulties trying to, say, book a show, get a gig. All of those things were harder for them because they were tied to hip hop. And at the end of the day, it's because there are a lot of preconceived notions about what hip hop is. It all traces back to kind of this fear of Blackness, and this specific expression of Blackness for some reason is what everybody seems to kind of really hang their hat on, is like this hip hop thing, right? So it's definitely hip hop, I think, being used as an excuse to kind of make things a little bit harder for Black festival organizers like Catherine Morris.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Did you kill Marlene Johnson?
I think you're one of the first people to have actually asked.
From WBUR and ZSP Media, this is Beyond All Repair, a new podcast about an unsolved murder that will leave you questioning everything.
Somebody should be in jail for murdering my sister.
A woman who's never been believed.
As long as they think I have done this, then they're not looking for who actually did this.
And that's what makes it a cold case.
No, it's a botched case.
And a search for the truth, once and for all.
Wow, it just gets more interesting.
Beyond All Repair. Listen and follow wherever you get your podcasts.
Be careful. You're digging in a place that's been very peaceful for a while.
Do it anyway. Dig.
And we're back. So tell me about some of the acts who will be performing this weekend.
I think what's really special about BAMS Fest is that each year it's really kind of committed itself to elevating and platforming local artists who are making really, really, really good music. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. I actually spoke to one of the musicians performing on Friday night, who's Tim Hall, a local musician, saxophonist, and assistant professor at Berklee College of Music. Let's listen to one of his songs called Trust the Process.
When the day looks impossible, the couch feels comfortable, and sun rays splashing from the bay windows look uneventful. Trust the process.
Okay, that sounds dope. Sounds like a Sixers fan. Trust the process. Who else we got?
We've got Tori, who is another really amazing, I don't know how to describe her music, but it's just, it makes you feel good, you know, like when you put on an Erykah Badu album. So here's a song of hers called Places.
Don't mind if I focus on me, 'cause I got places to be, and you can take no more space.
I'm getting some Solange vibes in there. I feel like that's more in your range right there, Ari.
Yeah, it is.
Do we have any of this hip hop that folks are so afraid of in the city?
We do. We have an amazing lyricist and hip hop artist, Key, who I'm actually doing a bigger feature on for our Sound On series. But here's her song, Berserk, okay?
How I come in just so effortless. I got you hooked, I know you wonder how I jig and finesse. The truth is everything I do, I never do to impress. Somehow I kinda find out words to express, but I digress.
Okay. Got some bars over there. Got some bars. I like it. But Ari, it's not just music, right? There's going to be other creators there as well, right?
Oh, there is a whole bunch going on. One of the things I'm most excited about is the live art and graffiti exhibition that's going on. Every year, they always have the most amazing visual artists creating work in real time there. And so, if anything, it's really cool to just go and watch that. So there's definitely a little bit of everything, no matter what your artistic discipline is or artistic interest is. There's something for everybody.
Love it. Well, Ari, thank you for coming through to talk to us about it. And if I don't make it out there, I'm looking forward to your recap.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go on Saturday. So, but if you can go, I definitely encourage you. I think you have a good time.
Bet. So, Ari, as always, thank you so much for coming through to The Common.
Thank you for having me again, Daryl.
That's WBUR reporter Arielle Gray. And that's our show for today. Thank you so much for listening to The Common. Are you going to BAMS Fest? Who are you excited to see? If you're not going, why? Hit us up on Instagram at WBUR The Common or send us an email at thecommon@wbur.org. And now, it is that time for me to let you know that The Common is produced by Caitlin Harrop and Franny Monahan. It's mixed by Emily Jankowski, Matt Reed, and Paul Vaitkus, and it's edited by Samata Joshi and Ben Brock Johnson. And our theme music is Me from Hisu. And we want to give a special shout out to WBUR producer Nora Sachs for helping us out this week. And we want to wish her good luck in her future endeavors. And with that, I'll say I'm your host, Daryl C. Murphy, and I'll talk to you soon.